Hi, everybody. It is Friday, June 17th, a little afternoon. We just drove in, did an overnight drive from Mesa, Arizona, after our second show of the Lyle Lovett summer tour. And it was a great evening. One of the best parts of it is the incredible Francine Reed sat in with us. I had really hoped that she would be on the whole tour, but she's kind of retiring from hardcore touring. But man, she just killed it. She's been singing with Lyle for years, and it was such a joy to see her. And she just blew the roof off of the hall there. It was great, and so far the first two gigs have been great. And we are playing the Greek Theater tonight here in Los Angeles, and then at least according to schedule, I think we leave tomorrow. We play in Las Vegas, and then the next day in Santa Barbara at the Bowl. Who knows? I don't really look at the Book of Lies that much, so I'm kind of guessing about that. But it's been going good. It's quickly settling in. The band's unbelievable, and Lyle's just such a wonderful, unique artist to work with. So we're having a ball. But I thought I'd slip in a little music today. I want to go back and do a few more things from another album that I did with Paul Williams. Paul is such an amazingly gifted artist as a writer. He does everything. So I thought I'd read just a little bit from Wikipedia, but he's one of these people that's well worth digging deeply into, because his kind of history in this business is amazing. So I'm just going to put Paul Hamilton Williams Jr. as an American composer, singer, songwriter, and actor. He is known for writing and co-writing popular songs performed by a number of acts in the 70s, including Three Dog Nights, An Old-Fashioned Love Song, and Out in the Country, Helen Reddy's You and Me Against the World, The Carpenters' We've Only Just Begun, Rainy Days and Mondays. He's also known for writing the score and lyrics for Bugsy Malone. His musical contributions to other films include the Oscar-nominated song Rainbow Connection from the Muppets movie, and writing the lyrics for the #1 chart-topping song Evergreen, the love theme from Barbra Streisand's film A Star is Born, for which he won a Grammy for the Song of the Year and an Academy Award for Best Original Song. And I had the great pleasure of playing on Evergreen also. It says he wrote the lyrics to the opening theme for the television show The Love Boat, the music previously composed by Charles Fox, which was originally sung by Jack Jones and later by Dionne Warwick. Williams had a variety of high-profile acting roles, such as Little Enos Burdette in the action comedy Smokey and the Bandit, and the villainous Swan in Brian De Palma's Phantom of the Paradise, which I also played on that, which Williams also co-scored and received an Oscar nomination in the process. Since 2009, Williams has been the president and chairman of the American Songwriting Society, ASCAP. Every year, except with the advent of COVID, when we would do the ASCAP show called We Write the Songs at the Library of Congress, it was always a joy. That was a great time just to spend several days hanging with Paul. But I toured with Paul back in the 70s. We did a really fun tour. It was, I think, Rick Marotta and Kenny Asher on keyboards and David Spinoza on guitar, and myself and Paul. And it was so much fun. But I've always loved being in the studio with him. So this album was called Back to Love Again from 1997. I'm just going to play two of the songs from this. The title track, Back to Love Again, was written by Paul and Kenny Hirsch. It was produced by Michael James Murphy, engineered by Tony Phillips, with second engineer on that was Leslie Jones. We did this at Capitol, and Leslie, after her time at Capitol, and she's gone on to, she basically runs the scoring stage and produces up at Skywalker Ranch, George Lucas's facility. And she's amazing. Her dad was Spike Jones. And last time I saw Leslie, it was really great. We were doing the pre-Grammy show where they do like all the tech awards and all the other stuff. And when Leslie won a couple of Grammys that night, and as she was walking up to the stage, she saw me up there and flipped me off because she's in the book, but the other people on the stage go, "What was that all about?" And I said, "That's love and friendship. It's all good." And it was mastered by Doug Sachs. And the title track, "Back to Love Again," it was written by Paul and Kenny Hirsch, and it's myself and Mike Baird on drums, Lawrence Juber, who I featured about a week ago, I think, on guitar, and Craig Durgee on piano, who took me to the airport to start this tour. And then secondary keyboards were C.J. Vanston and Kevin Savagar, and Joe Pusateri is on percussion, and the background vocalists are Kelly Hansen, John Townsend, and Robert Feitz. So let me jump in here and find this tune, see if this works. I better reboot this page again. I put it up last night, so let's see if this here.
There you are, the answer to my prayer, and unlikely as it seems, my sweetest dream is finally coming true. My faith in love restored by you, 'cause you found me with the broken hearted. You promised we would finish what our kiss had started. You took me in your arms, held me close, and then loved me back to life. You brought me back to love again. And here am I, as breathless as a child. I survived my troubled past, found love at last, and everything feels new. It's magic to be touched by you, 'cause you showed me nights of endless pleasure. You spoke to me of future love we'd make and treasure. You built my heart a nest, made it safe, and then loved me back to life. You brought me back to love again. And I believe we've loved before. In lives gone by, we're old souls back for more. Promised we would finish what our kiss had started. You took me in your arms, held me close, and then loved me back to life. You brought me back to love again.
Beautiful solo guitar. So Lawrence, such a wonderful guitarist. He was in Wings with Paul McCartney and lots of other things, and it was really fun featuring him the other day. It was got a really nice note from him, but I had just done a thing with him it's been about a month and a half, I guess, or so ago, that we did a thing that was a fundraiser for Ukraine. And it was Tony Baronicle on drums, and Lawrence and T-Bear singing keyboards, and Paul Rogers, I believe, was singing on it. I'm going to do this one. I've always loved this. This is Rainbow Connection from the Muppet movie. And let me see if I got that. I think this one was written by he and Kenny Asher. Yeah, this is Paul and Kenny Asher wrote Rainbow Connection, and it's myself and Mike Baird, Lawrence Juber, Craig Durgee, C.J. Vanston, and Kevin Savagar once again. And this is Paul singing Kermit's parts. Here we go.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told that some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Well, who said that every wish would be heard and answered if wished on the morning star? Well, somebody thought of that, someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. And what's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do you think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. And all of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. And is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same, but I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. The lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Such a great song. I mean, it was so perfect for the movie. That was all on both those songs and on this whole album. All the tracks I used Frankenstein on it. So I'm going to get myself together here. We're going to be heading over on 20 of the shows of this tour. We're co-billing with, oh God, I've been sitting here thinking about the shows and everything. I'm suddenly just drew a total blank. Holy crap. I can't believe this. I was just talking about him like just before this, and I'm suddenly having my giant senior moment. We're co-billing on this tour, so I'll add an addendum to this. Wow, I can't believe this. This is pretty weird. I'm tired. I was up all night on the drive from Mesa. I'm pretty toast at this point. Grabbed a little bit of sleep. So we got to do an early sound check today. So we got a sound checking at 2 o'clock for tonight's show. Okay. Again, we're living under very strict COVID rules out here. Cannot really go out of the hotels, can't visit. We have no backstage after shows or anything like that. It's like we are keeping super distance from everything so that nothing happens out here that could jeopardize the tour. So we're living. One of the best parts of touring has always been just the hangs and visits and seeing all your friends and stuff on the road. So it's going to be kind of weird this time not having that opportunity. But we've got to be safe. There's too many tours are being shut down because of COVID. So this, as much as people are acting like, oh, everything's cool and everything, it still is an issue. It's still a problem, and it can absolutely put as they say, the kibosh on this entire production if something happens. So we're being super cautious on this. Chris Isaak, God damn it. Chris Isaak is co-billing the tour with 20 of the shows, and tonight will be the first time we work with Chris. So we're going to do an early sound check so that then they can set Chris up, because he's going to be going on first. I think they're going to split it up during the course of the tour with him, where Lyle will do the first part and then Chris will do the second, and then other ones Chris will do the first part and Lyle will do the second. But whoever's at the top of the bill will have to do an early sound check so the other person can be set up for their set. So it's going to be a longer day out there, and it's weird to be here in Los Angeles and not at home. We just came in this morning and we're heading back out and can't even get home. So it's pretty weird. But as far as like COVID goes, it's still ongoing. So, please, if you haven't gotten your shots, get shot, get boosted, do all of that. Because in the long term, it's not going to stop you from getting COVID, but what it's going to do is it's going to make it far less terrible. All the people I know who have had shots and boosts that have gotten, including myself, it was really mild. It was nothing. Other friends who did not get anything have died. So, to me, it's pretty black and white. There's no gray in this one. And then just watching the world, when I can, watching these hearings and seeing what an unbelievable freak show that this past administration created. It's just unbelievable hearing all these, all these testimonies, and especially testimonies from people that were in the inner circle that have, were afraid to speak out, and now, now they're unloading. So it's crazy. I'm watching what's going on in Ukraine, and I just want to go make music, try to spend a few hours giving people some fun, and this show definitely will do that. So take good care. I'm going to get running here and get myself ready to head off in a while for things. I'm just enjoying, when I got in here, I slept a little bit, turned on and found a channel here that is playing the old TV show Father Knows Best all day, one after another, Robert Young and Jane Wyatt. And I love that show, and so I'm kind of just in a good chill mode watching TV. So I'm going to get ready though, and you take good care, and I'll try to be back tomorrow. So all the best, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.